Now what you hear is not a test. I'm a rapping to. Oh, I'm Souk. I'm still singing from last night with the Sugar Hill
Tonight,
Gang.
forget about tonight. We've
Ah,
got
Souk.
the legendary band. Come
Oh
on.
my
It doesn't get
goodness.
better.
You talk about, last night we were talking about the Sugar Hill Gang. They were on the show.
The originators of hip hop, the
Yeah,
original.
those guys have been around for a long time, and they never go out of style. And I mean, tonight we've got Tower of Power, two fellas from that group who are on the show tonight. And Souk, if I tell you, I got more text messages today from people who are like, "You got T.O.P. on the show tonight? I can't wait. I love those guys."
I mean, power funk, jazz, rock. I mean, like, I'm a person, I don't know about you, I'm all about horn bands. I mean,
yeah. Good
give
stuff,
it to me,
right?
horns all day long.
I'm
And
sorry. Did you say
Tower of
give it to me,
Power. Yeah.
Souk?
What, babe?
Did you say give it to me? Can you speak like that on this program?
Yeah, I said
You know
give
it,
it to me because can I tell you something? At my wedding, that was the one thing I was like, telling my husband, I said, I want a whole horn section. I got it.
Gotta have the horn section.
I had 2 saxophonists. I had 2 trumpet players. I mean, I had it all.
Well, listen, these guys have been doing it since 1968. They're about to go back out on tour once, COVID calms down. I understand we've got some breaking news to announce on this show regarding Tower of Power. And also, Sue, coming up a little later on, we've got this fantastic young lady by the name of Alex Freeman. And she is just a dynamite singer. She's got some, she wrote, ready for this? She wrote 20, I'm sorry, not 20, I'm shortchanging. She wrote 40 new songs in 2020 during COVID. 40 songs this young lady wrote. We've got a great show. Everybody's lighting it up. Are you ready to rock?
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
It's musical. It's magical.
Whoa!
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
These larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You just got George's earwax all over your ears, bud.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Bam. Show number 192, Sue.
192.
Since last March.
And still number 1 on
192.
Stir and other streaming platforms.
Still number 1 on Star. Suki, if you're going to mention that, I got to throw it up. We're still number 1. And you know what I love? My mother's favorite show is Heartland. And I like to send her a little text. I'm like, still beating your show, mother. Still beating your show. Souk, I found something in the paper today that I thought was absolutely amazing. Here's this article, right? How Marilyn Monroe's lookalike came to live in her actual Hollywood home. Okay, now from here, those all look like pictures of Marilyn Monroe, right?
Right.
The only Marilyn's the one in the middle in that little box. This is the woman who now lives in her house.
What?
She looks exactly like Marilyn. The lady on the left and the lady on the right is the same woman who now lives in Marilyn Monroe's old home.
So you mean all of these years later, this woman has just now inhabited, not only does she embody the space of Marilyn Monroe, she's now inhabiting her actual space that she lived in with Joe DiMaggio?
Yes, 1954, 65 years later, a lively Monroe lookalike and her husband bought the very home. I was like, you got to be kidding me that this woman looks exactly like her.
Wow. I mean, how would you feel about that if your wife, A, was obsessed with Marilyn Monroe? Not a bad thing, like if you're into fetishy kind of stuff, like once in a while. But now she asks you to buy Marilyn's home. What do you do?
I'm buying it for her, Souk. I'm buying it for her. Oh, man.
I think it's a little
You think it's weird? I don't know. Listen, she might not be obsessed with Marilyn. She might maybe she just looks like her. I mean,
if you're dressing like that for like the tabloids and stuff or papers, I mean, obviously you feel some sort of affinity towards it. I mean, it's great. I mean, listen, hey, she's not harming anybody. They're having a great sexual marriage. I could imagine.
Yes.
Happy.
He probably dresses up like JFK, RFK, DiMaggio.
And then he dresses up like JFK's brother, you know.
Sam Giancana, the mob boss.
Sam Giancana, she just, she goes through the whole thing. But you know what? I mean, I think I'm not going to shame Marilyn for being a sex.
No, of course not. Of course not. Listen, last night, before we get to Tower of Power and then Alex Freeman coming up later on, last night we had so many things going on. I pulled out some of these crazy pictures from the airport, and I got to show you one of them where that woman had her baby on the conveyor belt while she was tying her shoes. Here's a couple more funny ones that I found for you. These guys, somebody left their phone unlocked and left the phone. So they wrote, "Hi, Jasmine. Remember not to leave your Facebook logged in on your next visit to Newcastle International Airport.
Oh my God.
Enjoy your flight." That's what they did before they gave the phone back to her.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. To me, that's funny.
Then you got this guy who's got a carry-on bag with his own picture on it. You see what's going on there? This guy, you know, we throw like little ribbon on it, so when it comes around the belt, you can't miss it. This guy's got his own face.
Scotty, I think you should get that for you and Lara.
Wait a minute. So you're saying I should have this on the side of my?
Lara's carry-on luggage when she goes to Nashville. I think that should be your anniversary gift.
She would be mortified. Then you got this little guy. "Dad, I'm glad you're home. Mom quit 2 weeks ago."
That was me. That's been me for the last 3 days. I'm like, I quit.
Right? And then you got this guy. "Welcome home, Mom and Dad. We're out of cereal." He's in his pajamas.
Is he showing up in pajamas to pick up his parents? That's
picking up his parents. And then finally, every limo driver always wants to use this sign, but this guy really has it. He's picking up the smoking hot Italian chick.
That's funny.
From the airport, which is
he's not that bad looking either. I mean,
I could imagine every woman coming down the escalator walks over to this guy and says, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." Suk, you want to give a quick hello to all the folks who are lining up?
Zoe Marie is here, Susan Smith, Jill Jones, Donna Fraschetto, Philippine Richardson, Pam Apolloni. Let's see, Deborah Jones Pittman, Cherry Hetrick, Anna Hoover, Yvonne Burns, Sandy Barbario. Hello, Aunt Sandy. How are you?
Sandy's in the house.
Rory Wright. And all the usual suspects are here.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Suk,
excuse me.
What do you got? Well, yeah, speaking of usual suspects, what the heck's going on back there?
Goodbye.
Suk, they still haven't realized that you're doing like a TV show in the middle of the kitchen. She's getting the chocolates.
I gotta get the chocolates.
Suk, you ready for a little
after dinner? Just like they have to have a little piece of something.
No, it's me.
Oh,
I gotta have a little piece of something. Little piece of something with my wife, if you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say
no, that never happens here. Listen, Tower of Power.
Let's do it.
Since 1968, Emilio Castillo's coming on. David Garibaldi, he's the drummer. And these guys, Suk, I mean, listen, none better. Here's a little preview, and then we'll bring him in on the other side.
What is hip?
What is hip might be the tightest, funkiest song ever written. I love these guys.
You're so marvelous, girl. You're everything to me.
For over 50 years, Tower of Power has been sharing their funky soul with the entire world.
My brother and I started the band.
See how it all started back on August 13th, 1968 in Oakland, California, and has flourished for over 5 decades.
Hi, everybody. Huey Lewis here. You know what big fans of yours we are, and love you guys.
I'm Carlos Santana, Tower of Power. One of a kind, only ever in the universe.
Tower of Power is our life.
We've been seeing Tower of Power since 1968.
Join us as we take a look at the band's 50-year history.
I can't believe
Ah, yes, indeed.
So
Here they
good.
are, ladies and gentlemen.
Emilio and David.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Well, thank you.
Oh man, look at you guys. You look no older than the day you started back in '68, Emilio.
We're close. We're close to it.
Listen, guys, thanks for coming on. And I was telling Suki, you know, we've been on since last March. 190 shows. We've had so many musical acts, celebrities, performers. I think today when we put up the promo, I got the most text messages from people I know. Hey, I saw you at TOP's. I love them. But I follow them everywhere. And just, you know, I think I got about 8 or 9 of those. And everybody just so excited to see you guys. And you know, COVID's almost out of here for a little while. And you guys will be back on the road before you know it.
August.
Coming out in August. That's unbelievable. Yep. And you have the whole tour date set. They're all set to go.
Yeah,
we're well booked, starting at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, that's great, man. Like, you guys must be real excited to get out there.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Jumping at the bit, to say the least.
have the children, the wives, the grandchildren, have they all been driving you crazy right now?
Well, I kind of lucked out. I just got remarried 2 years ago, so
nice.
I spent a lot of time with my new wife. It worked out well.
I love it, man. I love it. Emilio, listen, you started this thing back in 1968. You first started out, I think you guys were called the Motowns, and then you changed it up, right, to Tower of Power. Why'd you have to change it up?
Well, we were trying to get into the Fillmore West, which was like the hippie ballroom, rock ballroom in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And we were like a little soul band that wore suits and everything, razor cuts, and we knew we'd never get in like that. So we were trying to think of one of those weird psychedelic names, like Frumius Bandersnatch or Lothar and the Hand People, And I saw a list at the studio that I was working at, and it was all those kind of weird names, Strawberry Alarm Clock. And I'm looking at the name going, man, none of these names are going to work for us, And then I saw the name Tower of Power, and I went on, I go, what do you guys think about Tower of Power? And they go, yeah, that's us. We've been Tower of Power ever since.
I love it, man.
I think it's the baddest name ever. But like for me, just looking at it, and it's like a period of time where you have African American, Latino culture, all of that just kind of blending and taking. It was like so mainstream and defiant, and it just set the tone for what I guess the country and everybody else was going through too. Your thoughts on that, looking back at it, David?
Well, it's a lot to do with the area that we grew up in too. It's like, the stuff that was happening in society that wasn't so good, not so in the music department. The music department, everybody was together. People, being together, living together, eating together, hanging out, making music together. So we grew up with the kind of music that we play. We grew up here in the East Bay with that. We're hearing it all the time.
Philosophy,
so, it's just our thing. So what we grew up doing. So we're just an extension of that, and we just took it a few steps further.
Yeah, Dave, I was reading a story about you in your bio. You were hit by a train walking to the venue that you were about to play in.
Yeah, I was.
What the hell happened?
Look both ways, I'll tell you that. So we were playing at Yoshi's in Oakland, and Yoshi's is a place where we had been doing it. It's in the kind of downtown Oakland on this place called Jack London Square. And it was kind of, we were doing like a residency there. We play there you start the year there.
Sure.
And this particular year, we were doing 6 nights. And it was 12 shows, 6 nights. Everything was just killing. Sold out shows. The band was playing great. And so it was pretty exciting. So we get the very last night. I meet Mark, who was playing bass. He was subbing for Rocco during that period. We meet for dinner. And we're hanging out, just doing what we usually do before the show. We're talking about all excited and everything. So we come out of the restaurant, and there's a train going past. It's the port of Oakland. So there's all kind of there's 2 trains that go through there, passenger or not passenger trains, all kinds of different trains, and the pedestrian safeguards are, kind of don't exist. So anyway, Mark and I decided to walk to the corner walk across right directly to the backstage of Yoshi's, where we were going to get ready to start. The train's going through there. We're talking. People are gathering behind us. We still have our conversation going on. And then the train goes by. Ding, 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 ding. You know, it goes past you. So people start to move into the crosswalk. Somebody behind us yells, "Train." Uh-oh. There's people are scattering behind us. So we're on the track that's almost in the middle of the street. There's 2 tracks. We're right on the track. We look to our left, and in the shadows is another train coming the opposite way.
Oh my God.
And you couldn't really tell that it was there because of the noise for the train going the other way. So it was 2 trains converging on a pedestrian, crosswalk that really wasn't very safe. So we looked at each other. Our eyes kind of met. We knew this was not going to be so cool. And he moved forward. I moved backward, and we got hit. So I remember waking up on the street, and
wow,
that was kind of how it went.
And thank God you're here to tell about it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, thank God is right.
Holy cow!
Emilio, can I ask you a question? And it goes to David as well. What is it like to play and create at this level for 50 plus years now?
It's badass, is what it is.
It is. It is
fun.
badass.
It's fun,
But does it get twisted? Because I don't know. I have to imagine that all of you are just such perfectionists, and you're just so. I don't know. I don't know what it is to be a musician. So to create constantly at that level, is it just is it a friend or a foe?
No, it's a friend for sure. It's a blessing in our lives. I mean,
Sure.
I can't tell you how many people that I know in my town where I live tell me, man, you get to do what you love every day of your life, and you've done it this long. I mean, people are amazed that, that I have that gift. I mean, so yeah, and creating is like the biggest buzz there is. So, because, we do a lot of stuff. When you say creating, I think of writing songs, recording songs, doing creative stuff. And then there's also performing and traveling, and there's all different aspects to what we do. And I love it all. I love every bit of it.
That's great.
And it's kind of a toss-up what I'm going to dig more, because, it can all be really, really great. But the creativity part in particular, it's kind of like a high, like a drug high. It's just wonderful.
It is amazing.
When I first heard the guys, I had just gotten out of the military, and I was invited to come and check them out by a couple of the horn players. The late Skip Mesquite and Mick Gillette, passed away. And so they were coming to sit in at this club that I was playing the drums in, the subbing for a drummer who had got hurt. And the name of the band was called The Reality Sandwich, believe it or not. And they invited me to come and check out their band. We're looking for a drummer. They said, we're going to have to make a change. We want to come and check us out. So they were playing at the Keystone Corner in San Francisco. And I went over and checked them out. And it was a love at first sight. I mean, I knew I was going to be in it before they knew I was going to be in it. They were doing original music and really obscure cover songs that they were kind of arranging in their own way. And I'm going, this is perfect. This is perfect. They're kind of doing their own thing. They had a vibe already. They were young dudes. I think Rocco was like 18. They were 18. I was 23. It was just fantastic. So to be able to do this and to do it the way we do it, we're still making the stuff up as we go along. We're still doing that, and it's really fun. I have to say, hard work, really hard work, but it's very rewarding as well.
And Emilio, I think it's either you or Soup, but I think you need to turn your speakers down just a hair. Just your computer speakers. It's not David because he's got his headphones on. But listen, we talked about this with the Sugar Hill Gang guys last night. A lot of musical acts who started in the 60s, early 70s, a lot of them aren't even around. They disbanded, broke up, didn't last. What is it about this group? And I know there have been some guys who have come in and out, but it's a big It's a big group. It's a big act, Emilio. What is it about you guys that has sustained you this long? And I know, and Suk asked this question last night. Is it everybody just kind of stays in their lane and does what they need to do, and there's no real egos involved here?
Well, there's that. I mean, we do know how to stay in our lane and support one another when one needs support, and stay out of their way when they need to be alone. We know how to do that kind of stuff. But I think the most important thing that we do that, makes it easy to go to work every day, we make the music exactly the way we want it to be. We never chase trends. We're not trying to be like nobody else. We make it to please ourselves. So it's a selfish endeavor, but we notice when we do that, the fans really love it, and so that makes it really easy to go to work every day.
Yeah, I'll say this too, is that one great thing. I've been in a lot of different kind of band, different situations. I lived in Los Angeles for 12 years where, lots of recording and other things going on. Tower of Power is my home forever because nobody tells you what to do. We don't tell each other what to do.
Yeah.
We let each other be what they are. And that's what I think one of the great things about Tower of Power is that, everyone brings what they have and into the mix, and they get to do it as good as they want to do it, and we do it together. You come to see a Tower of Power show, you're really seeing a really great team effort,
Let's listen for a second. Take a look.
I like soul with a capital S. Everybody sing it. Soul with a capital S. You're still a young man. You're not the son of tell me some more. What is it?
I just love
it.
You could listen to that all day. Emilio, listen, man, you guys have those staple songs, right? You're still a young man, so very hard to go. What is hip? You feel like you got a little 15, 20 seconds a cappella in you if you're still a young man?
You're still a young man, baby. Woo. Don't waste your time. No, baby. You're still a young man. I'm not a young man, baby. Woo. Don't waste your time. And I'm not wasting my time.
Nice. I love it. Dave, you don't have a drum set there with you, do you?
No, I'm sorry. They're in the other, the other part of the house. I have a studio there, and I thought, well, should I do that from the studio? But then I got all these headphones and other nonsense. I look like I'm ready to, fly an airplane. So no, not right now. No.
Well, listen, I got a text before the show that said you guys had a little breaking news to announce with something regarding your upcoming tour. Is that true? Is there a little breaking news? Something we need to make an announcement? I understand that was all completed, all finished. I's dotted, T's crossed. Emilio, you're looking puzzled. I hope I'm not breaking.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're well. I don't know if I should break it. If you guys don't know,
well, why don't you break it to me and then I'll explain it.
You tell me if this is true or not. I'm going to read to you the breaking news.
Okay.
All right. This is what I received from my sources. Texted me. I got sources in Oakland, out in that whole area.
Sources, Dan.
Just confirmed their newest vocalist will be going on tour with them. Does mean anything to you guys?
Yeah,
okay, so that is new news.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's new news to the fans. To us, it's not new news. He was in the band for 2 years,
right?
And then Carlos Santana decided he really thought he was great and offered him twice the money and half the gigs, and Ray had to go.
Well, listen.
This other guy named Marcus Scott, he was in the band for 2 years,
right?
And then he had to go. And now Ray is back to finish out the year. And we're very, very happy about that.
Nice, nice. Does he bring sort of well, he was with the band, as you said. What kind of sound does he bring to you guys?
He's super soulful, really soulful, and he's got a great personality, a Christian brother. Just we just love him. We were heartbroken when he got stolen by Santana. Totally devastated, But
he plays trombone. He plays trombone.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
He's really a great trombone player.
Excellent.
Emilio and David, do you call up Carlos and say, "Yo, man, what's going
what's
on?
the
He's
deal?"
stealing our singer.
Well, because Carlos has kind of done that our whole career. He took my roadie first, then he took my organ player, then he took my singer.
Emilio, why don't you just meet Carlos Santana in Alley and beat the crap out of him for
Carlos Santana has also been very good to us.
Oh, all right. Forget that.
He does.
And I look at it like it's business. It's just business.
Yeah.
It's just
well,
business.
if we were to put you two in a boxing ring, could you take him or no?
He'd go down.
He'd go.
I see a headlock coming. That's what I see.
I love it.
Is there a song that you could say is your baby? Would you because we ask this question a lot to musicians that come on. Is there a song that you particularly love that might not resonate with everybody, but it's something when it goes on for you, Emilio, and you, David, that you particularly love?
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I mean, as far as performance, I mean, one of the really fun ones to do is On the Serious Side. That one, it's just a great, fun composition, difficult to play, but it really shows off the band's musicianship, really great.
Yeah. Emilio, what about you, bud?
It's fun to play songs that when we play them, we know that you're not going to go see another band be able to play a song like that. That feels good, and On the Serious Side is like that. But for me, there's a song we wrote years ago. We do it almost every night. It's called There's Only So Much Oil in the Ground. And the lyric gets more pertinent every day that we're alive. And when we play it, the horn arrangement, the solos, the vocal, the bass line, the groove, it's just effortless to play. It's an up-tempo, funky tune, and I love playing it every night. It's easy.
Emilio, could you? I never heard that one.
Into horn section. Why? Tell me why. I'm just so. It's like everything is in the studio and it doesn't necessarily come out like the stuff from the 70s and the 60s and the early 80s. It just doesn't have that sort of that funky vibe to it.
You just love horns.
I do.
He loves horns.
There's something about seeing a live band like that, Emilio, that, like you said, the composition, the arrangement, the talent. I mean, it's
Emilio,
crazy.
she loves the trombone.
I'll tell you something else, though. You made a very good point. It's about human beings going to watch human beings perform. And there's something about a big horn section in front of a big crowd that it just resonates.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Emilio, that song you were talking about, can you give us a little of that? I never heard that one.
Come on, man.
There's only so much oil in the ground. Sooner or later, there won't be none around. Tell that to your kids while you're driving around downtown. There's only so much oil in the ground.
But do you sing that on stage? Are you the vocalist on that song, or that's somebody?
No,
oh, okay.
I sing another song called "Digging on James Brown."
Digging on James Brown. I love it, man. I love it. Now, I put this up before. You guys, well, actually, it wasn't this one. Where was it? It was about Summerfest. You guys going to be at Summerfest? Is that this year?
We are. We haven't done that for years. We did it many years in a row, and we're back, and I'm really excited about that. That's a great festival.
And where is that held? Where is that one?
Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee. Okay, great. Yeah. I love it, man. Listen, you
Scotty,
guys.
I think we might have to road trip to Milwaukee.
Man, listen, you guys. I noticed your tour is mostly middle of the country and out west, right? Are you in our area at all?
Where are you?
We're in the New York area, the New York market.
Oh yeah, we're coming out there. Yeah, we're starting in. We're not starting. We're starting at Hollywood Bowl, but then we go to New Hampshire. We're playing Hampton Beach Casino. We got East Coast dates and
right.
Yeah,
we don't even know how to get to New
going to the Sony Theater.
Oh, okay. Where in the city? In Manhattan? Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice, man. Listen, you guys, you don't even need any promotion. I know you guys are sold out all the time, and it's amazing. And listen, it's been 53 years. And you guys, listen, you'll keep going. Like we said to the Sugar Hill guys yesterday, you're always in demand. As long as the folks our age and above, they stay above ground, they're going to be in demand of your music, man. And everybody loves you guys. So we appreciate you coming on. And, I'm glad you got the vocalist that you were looking for to come back. I'm glad we broke that news right here on this program. I'm sending that out to everybody. Extra entertainment tonight. I'm sending it to everybody.
They're going to have to let us know next time that we have breaking news.
Oh, I thought you had breaking news. So much from my sources. Guys, listen, thank you so much. Absolute honor to have you on. Keep doing it. And
our pleasure.
It's a pleasure, man. You guys are legends, and you just keep
Thanks
going.
for having us.
Yes, pleasure.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
God bless.
Bye-bye. Souk, Tower of Power.
You know what it must. What you love their music, but can you imagine seeing them? We have to see them live.
Oh, I know. I was watching today because I was looking through videos, and regardless of through the years and through the people who were on there and whatever vocalist was on there, because you see different ones.
Oh yeah, it's just so good.
It's just you just sit there and you get up, you dance, you move, and it's just phenomenal. So I'm not kidding. I had at least 8 people text me or hit me up from Instagram. Love those guys, and I guess if you're a Tower of Power fan, you call them TOP. And the folks who love them follow them from venue to venue. I mean, you heard those ladies at the beginning.
50+ years, Scott. I mean,
yeah. Those ladies at the beginning. It's wild, Souk. Well, listen, we still have more show to do. Alex Freeman's coming up. Just such a talented young lady. I was telling you about her before. She's written 40 songs, Souk, and I can't write a song in 10 years. She's written 40 of them in the last year. And she has a great sound to her. I'm gonna show you, play a little bit, and then we'll bring her in on the other side. So here's Alex Freeman.
Where'd she go? Sis, you still there?
He's getting ready to leave for work.
Here she goes again. I'm telling you, man. She's drawing too much attention. She's going to get caught. Well, no, she won't. She's different than us. Just because she can go out in the sun doesn't mean anything. If anything, she's more exposed. Dude, shut up. Alex, you have to leave this one alone. He's your next door neighbor. Have a heart. We should have never turned her. This is turning into a nightmare.
But I got a good feeling about this one.
No, he's off limits. She's not even listening. No.
I'm behind a paper mask. Think of what we used to have. Hoping that the grass is greener on the other side. Baby, there's no turning back. Seems like all that we can do is have here. Turn into a matter of fact here. There's no point in dwelling in the past here. I've been falling into you. I've been calling just to hear you speak.
So cute.
Yeah, there she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Alex.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I love the video that you just did. Wow, that's so cute.
Thank you.
Alex, listen, I've watched enough Vampire Diaries over the last couple of months to know that when they said we shouldn't have turned her, that means you were a vampire in that video right there, right?
Yes. Well, we based the music video off of the movie Lost Boys from like the 80s. And it was actually my director's favorite movie. And he was like, what if we do this theme? And I'm like, I'm so excited.
Uh-oh.
Like through Vampire Diaries all quarantine. So I definitely did my studying too.
Alex, listen, you're freezing up a little bit. So what I want you to do is I'm going to log you out. Just log right back in, and hopefully we'll get a better connection.
Sounds good.
Go ahead. Hold on. Here we go. There you go. Souk, so funny. The other day when I was telling you I was at the mall, I saw these 3 little boys that had to be 11, 12 years old. All 3 of them were wearing this sweatshirt right here.
Oh. That's funny.
All three of them were wearing us. I'm like, did they just? I wanted to get pictures of them, but they were gone. And I said, I got to look this up. I love hot moms. Can you imagine?
I think you should wear that.
I should wear that.
Your daughter would be like, cringy, Dad, cringy.
Oh my God! Imagine me walking through the mall like that. Suk, while we wait for Alex to come back on, we booked a couple celebs today. Melissa Manchester's coming on this month.
Huge, Melissa Manchester.
Don't cry out loud. Also, Susan Anton, former supermodel, formerly married to Dudley Moore. She's in her mid-60s now, looks just as phenomenal as ever. Michael Rappaport coming on. He's got his new Netflix series is coming out again. Vanessa Williams coming on the program later in the month. So we got a couple of crazy magicians coming on soon. And we got some hot shows in the month of June. Hopefully Alex can get back on because I don't see her yet, but she was freezing up. And isn't it funny how they look perfect until they start talking and then everything freezes up? Oh, here she is. Hold on. How's that? Better?
I hope so. Yes, it's much better.
Yes.
You're great, Alex.
My Wi-Fi was all screwy.
Alex, so listen, I was talking about 40 songs in 2020.
I want to say, yes, I recorded about 40, but I wrote over 50 to 60. So just overall recording, that was about 40.
Holy, now are those like, that's 50 full songs, or like, you scribbled like 2 minutes of a song, throw it away?
Those 50 full songs, completely written, have everything. Some of them just have to be recorded and that's it. Others are like completely produced and ready to be released. My goal for this year is to be able to release many more songs than I already have. I already released Paper Mask so far, which you guys saw the snippet of.
Yeah.
And my goal overall is just to be able to have several songs released, because for the past couple of years, I was told I was not going to be able to. So it's just so exciting for me to be able to release.
Who told you weren't going to? I mean, have they listened? Have they watched Paper Mask? I mean, like, what? What are they talking about?
Well, overall, I was told that like I don't have the budgeting to release music, and like if I want to like be the biggest star in the world, like it's not going to work out because I have to come out with like the #1 smash hit before I even have anything out. And I was stressing out about it, which is why I was writing so much. But I love writing. But overall, I was like, I got to write the hit or otherwise I'm never going to be able to release. And then I just ended up going with, know what? I'm going to release this song. I'm determined to release something, and I'll build my audience on the way up.
Wow,
You're
that's
13
crazy.
years old, or how old are you now? You were 13 when you started?
I wrote Paper Mask when I was 13. I just turned 14 a couple months ago.
Wow.
You are so talented.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Stop. You're destined for greatness. Stop it. I mean, that is incredible.
Thank you.
Alex, I could spend the next 14 years trying to write the beginning of one song. And I wouldn't be able to do it. So I wouldn't be able to do it. No, it's great, Alex. Listen, you something I read about you, which was really really great. You won this Girl of Merit Award.
Yes.
From Girls World, because it deals with teen suicide and online bullying. That's some really heavy duty, serious stuff for a girl your age. Tell us, is there a reason you got into it? Did you know somebody who went through some of that stuff?
Well, all of the above, actually. I am so thankful for the opportunity that I was able to become a Girl of Merit through Girls World. And I think I was about 12 years old at the time, but
yeah,
I was bullied when I was little, and that was I used to release music when I was very little just so that I could perform, because I love performing. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I would always write music and perform for kids in schools and be able to talk about anti-bullying and all kinds of stuff like that. But as I got older, I lost someone who was very close to me due to suicide. And I wanted to write about it, and I wanted to be involved with the cause. And there's so many amazing companies and overall, like, I don't even know what the word is. It's like companies that are involved with causes. I don't remember the word, but
partnerships.
Yes, thank you. Where they help with overall just like people committing suicide and people
Yeah,
who
mental health is a big deal.
it's a very big deal, and I feel like it's not spoken on as much as it needs to be. And I think that having someone who can talk about it and also like be like, it's okay, just because there's so many questions after someone takes their own life, and you're like, oh my God, like I wish I would have known, I wish I could have helped. And I felt like for me, like I always find myself like, oh my God, oh my goodness, like what if I was like part of the reason? And like I stress out about all of it. And I feel like when you're close to somebody and they take their own life, it's crazy. And you're like, oh my God, like what happened? And you just want to help. And I feel like that's why I really wanted to get involved with the cause.
Good for
Well,
you.
I think that when somebody does, that you love loses their life in that tragic way, you can't help but blame yourself as a young person because you wonder, did I miss something? Did I say something? It's a very fragile state of awareness. And even now with the pandemic, I think that's heightened a lot of mental health issues amongst children, young people, people my age, people Scott's age.
What do you mean my age? Aren't we? We're
We
the
gotta-
same age, Sue. We're the same age.
But you know what I'm saying. But I applaud you because you know what? Not enough people put a voice to that pain. And if you can help one person, you helped a lot. So that's beautiful, Alex.
Alex, how old were you when you were on the cover of Role Model magazine?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I think I was around 10 years old.
Wow, look at you.
When that photo was taken, I want to say I was probably about 9, but when that was released, I would say I was probably 10. And I was so excited. That's the first magazine I've ever been on, and
I love it.
I just think it's so cool. Like I got like all kinds of like actual copies of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like look at me, I'm on the cover of a magazine.
That's great.
And, I had my own special little spot in the magazine. They talked about me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I still think it's so exciting, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, I love it. You're 10.
Clap back.
Yeah.
What?
Say it again, Sue.
Clap back.
What?
The song "Clap Back." I don't know. I read it on your
yes,
on your bio.
Oh yes. Well, that was a song that I wrote and performed for a couple of years that actually never was released. I worked on it. I re-recorded it like 6 times. I performed it at all kinds of different events, and I just decided like I love the song so much, but I want to like take it into like a different direction. And lyrically keep it the same, just change up the production and kind of help it grow a little bit, and then hopefully release it soon.
Yeah, Alex, when you have so many songs that you've written, do you ever try to send some of them to major singers, maybe for them to record those songs?
Not yet. I really want to improve on my songwriting skills before I send anything to anybody, because I want everybody to have like the most amazing song. For me, I've been sent lots of demos, and I love some of them, and others I'm like, I wish that this part was like this. And I mean, I could change it, but I don't want to offend the writer and like all that type of thing. So I always want to make sure that like if I would send anything to an artist, I definitely would want to be able to collaborate with them and change anything that they would feel comfortable with, and however they would like it. But I definitely want to be able to grow my skills quite a bit more before I can start sending stuff out to people.
So do mom and dad help you with this process, or is this creatively like, is this like a family affair that you kind of bounce off of mom and dad as to what you want to do, or is this all you, Alex?
Well, my parents are not musical whatsoever. Don't I think that it's really interesting because my parents definitely support me absolutely all the way, and they're so amazing, and they are always there to help me with anything. And my mom is definitely like my creative director for outfits and getting me ready for like interviews and performances, and she gets everything together and sets everything up for me. But I overall, writing wise and that type of thing, it's mainly me, and then I do have co-writers that I work with.
Yeah. Alex, listen, I told Melissa, I said, look, I don't care what she does in the community or what an upstanding young citizen she is. She's not coming on the show unless she sings a couple songs. You feel like singing a little?
I'm on it here. Hold on. Let me move on over to my piano over here.
Oh, look at you.
Okay.
Where are you? Are you in Florida?
I am.
Oh, nice.
So beautiful.
I know,
Look at
right?
the palm trees. Look at those nice palm trees back there.
I'm from upstate New York, so I wasn't used to it until I moved.
What part? What part of New York? Oh, Syracuse. Okay. I went to college in Oswego, so I wasn't too far from you.
Yeah.
She's
So
like, I don't know where Oswego is.
I actually do.
Thanks, Alex.
I got myself on that. Okay, so I'm going to be singing Paper Mask, which is the song I just released.
Okay.
And I am not the most talented piano player, so just saying.
You're better than us. Go ahead.
Hide behind a paper mask. Think of what we used to have. Hoping that the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe there's no turning back. Seems like all that we can do is laugh, yeah. Turn into a matter of fact. There's no point in dwelling in the past, yeah. I've been falling into you. I've been calling just to hear you speak. I just wanna know what you're running from. Where you coming from? I hate it. The pain, that we shared the same pain. I just wanna know what you're running from. If I spend another day inside, I'm worried that I'll lose my mind. Don't even know what day it is. I'm still keeping track of time. Maybe I can change your mind. Show you that what's yours is mine. There's no need to worry now. It seems like all we had is time. I've been falling into you. I've been calling just to hear you speak. I just wanna know what you're running from. Where you coming from? I hate it. Share the same pain. I just wanna what you're running from. Hey. I'm behind a paper mask. Think of what we used to have. Hoping that the grass is greener on the other side. So that is Paper Mask.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Thank you.
It was good. You say you're not very good at playing
I
the
know. I was
piano?
gonna say, you say you don't play the piano. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I bet you don't sing either, right?
Not at all. Never done that before in my life.
Jesus. Wow. Alex, so you're
you know, one of our
14,
viewers are like, you're gonna take the music world by storm. You are. You are, Alex. You're gonna do it.
Thank you so much.
That's unbelievable, Soup. Alex, what are some of the groups that you like? I had a kid on here who was like 19 years old, and he sang all the songs from the 60s and 70s. It was unbelievable. Are there any like older stuff that you like latched on to, you know, when you started getting into music, some, you know, 80s, 90s type of stuff?
definitely. Well, I definitely love some older stuff as well as some other new stuff, but I really love Otis, and I love Sam Cooke and
Wow.
Etta James and Billie Holiday and all of that type of stuff is some of my favorites. And as for 90s and 80s and overall, I love hair bands. I think it's so interesting to see like how
Nice.
music has evolved.
Yeah.
Overall, one of my favorite bands of all time is definitely Queen. But
Nice.
overall, I just love so many different types of music. I think it's so amazing to see like how the same instruments can create such different, beautiful pieces of art.
Yeah, especially like those guys we just had on before, Tower of Power. Those guys are insane.
Yeah, look them up, Alex. You'll
Oh my
hear something.
goodness.
I heard a little bit of it. I didn't hear all of it. I can't wait to hear and
They're
listen.
amazing. What is there a favorite cover that you like to play?
I have one. Definitely, probably "Love on the Brain" by Rihanna. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and like I posted it on my Instagram. I want to say about a year ago, and I got some great reaction on it. And I love this song. It's this beautiful, beautiful strings and like piano, and it's crazy. Her vocal is just fantastic.
There you go. You're up.
He
Okay,
wants to hear Rihanna.
I got it. I'm on it. You got me let go, what you want from me. And I tried to buy you pretty high, but the price is too high. Baby, you got me like don't you stop loving me, don't quit loving me, just start loving me. Oh, and babe, I'm just finding a way to fire just to get close to you. You burn some, babe. Now I'm from house just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain. This got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, but it feels so good, not hanging enough. Must be love on the brain.
You're so beautiful. When
Alex,
So
you
good.
need a manager. Suki and I were just talking off air.
So
We'd like to
good.
manage
I mean, I
your
see why
career.
I see why your parents are like, let's do this. I mean, when you have a child that's so determined to make this happen, you just got to kind of do it. I mean, Scotty and I just basically can't get our children out of bed to go to school.
Oh yeah. No, we raised sloths pretty much. That's what we raised some sloths.
I'm homeschooled, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I just work. I am a total night owl, so I work on music from like 9 p.m. to like 2 in the morning, and then I go to bed. So I definitely am a little bit hard to get up in the morning, but I work all night long, so I guess it equals out.
Yeah, but you're working. That's different.
Oh
you're
my God,
creating.
yeah.
It's different.
I can't believe all those songs you wrote. Well, listen, is there one more you could do piano wise?
Absolutely, I would love to.
Because I could listen to you sing for the rest of the night.
Okay, so this one I actually wrote, I want to say 2 months ago. It's one of my newer ones. And I've been back and forth with my producer talking about, well, let's add this element here and this element here and finding the perfect way to make it like overall super, super cool. And it's called Broken Record. And this is it.
Beautiful.
I feel like every note's out of tune when it comes to you and I. You lead me to the stars and the moon. That was just a lie. I'm broken to pieces, and you keep on leaving as if it's your final goodbye. Again and again and again and again, the broken record you play in my head. So I dance by myself to the same old songs, 'cause I had no one else. You're my broken record. for the right guess. He don't exist as I run through the lens. Afraid stars away. Again and again and again and again. Like a broken record, you played my head, so I dance by myself to the same old songs. 'Cause I have no news. You're my broken record. My broken record. I'm a broken record. My broken record. Yeah. Oh, I'm broken to pieces. You keep on leaving as if it's your final goodbye. Oh, again and again and again and again, like a broken record, you play in my ears, my legs, by myself to the same old songs, 'cause I have no one else. You're my broken record. Oh, you're mine. You're mine. You're mine. Yeah, you're my broken record.
Sook, after the show, I'm going to punish both of my daughters.
I mean, you should.
Yeah.
God bless it, Alex. I mean, God bless it that you found your talent. You really beautiful.
So good. Alex, really great. I mean, unbelievable. I love
And
it.
the palm trees behind you look really
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah. Lighting is good. It's all working for you tonight. Who is Kim?
That is my mom.
That's your mom? Okay. I thought it was your older sister, for goodness sakes.
Who are your inspirations, Alex? Like when it comes to female singers, you mentioned Rihanna.
Yes, Rihanna, Madison Beer, Ariana Grande, and then obviously some older influences with like Billie Holiday and Etta Fitzgerald and Nina Simone, like all of those. Like I love the soulfulness in all of them, and I think they're so amazing.
Love
it. Madison Beer, was she on a TV show?
I don't know.
Was she like one of those little, like a young Disney star?
I don't think so. I know that she
No?
sang like a Monster High song like years and years ago.
Because I feel like Sook, I feel like she was in with us on our morning show, on Madison Beer, right? I have a feeling we met her because I think I took some pictures with her. But a lot of our viewers thought on that last song, you sound like Adele.
Really? I haven't heard that one before.
Not bad. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Okay, so you're 14, right? So that means you're in what, 10th grade? No, not even, right? 9th grade?
Well, I'm technically would have just finished school, like overall, like for summer.
Right.
Last week, but I am supposed to be going into 9th, but I skipped a grade when I was little, so now I'm going into 10th.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Look at you.
So she's smart and she's talented. So that's what
Yeah.
she's trying to tell you.
No, it's I'm going to go punish my kids again. So
Not really. We should go punish our children.
Yeah, I'm
we
so
should really
ticked
end the
off
show
right
and
now.
go punish them forever.
Yeah. You know what? My daughter's upstairs eating Pop-Tarts right now. That's
Yeah,
what
my
she's
daughter's
doing.
eating chocolate, sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's,
nothing is better
there
than
she goes.
chocolate, okay? Like,
See, look. There.
I appreciate the chocolate eating, but keep going, girl.
Oh man, Alex, it's really you're phenomenal. See, you were writing songs at this age. I love it.
Alex was writing songs at this age.
Listen, before you go, can you give me like I just got to hear you for one more minute of like a cover, any cover. Pick it. You pick it. Give me one more minute.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be a full song. I need a little more.
I'm on it. Valerie, Amy Winehouse. Here we go.
Oh, Valerie, that's from Glee, right?
Well, I first heard it from Amy Winehouse like years ago.
Yes, go ahead. We love that tune. Go ahead.
Is Amy Winehouse's song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water,
And I think of all the things what you're doing in my head, and I paint a picture, baby. Cause since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger and the way you like dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over that way? That way. Hey, hey.
Oh, love it. I love it. Way to go. Alex, thank you
Beautiful,
so
Alex
much.
Freeman.
It's alexfreemanrocks.com. Is that where everybody could find your page?
That is my website. From my website, you can find pretty much everything. My Instagram is Alex Freeman Rocks, so it's pretty easy to remember between the two of them. And everything about me, you can pretty much find on both of those.
Oh, it's great. And this is the new song is Paper Mask, which is beautiful. Folks can get that, I assume, anywhere, right? iTunes,
It's
anywhere.
everywhere. I'm so excited.
It's great. Alex, listen, keep doing it, kid. Keep doing it. When you're a big music star like Rihanna, will you don't forget us and you'll come back on the show?
I will not, and I most definitely will come back on the show.
All right.
We
great.
love you, Alex.
Awesome. Alex, thank you so much.
For
You're the
having
best.
me.
You're the best. Enjoy. Go listen. Enjoy it. Stop writing songs for the summer and go enjoy
the palm
yourself.
trees.
Yeah.
I can look at them right now and write at the same time.
Take care, sweetie. Alex, thank
Tell
you
your
so
mom we
much.
said hello. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Suki, she's unbelievable.
So talented. I mean, it's like ridiculous. I mean, that's like what like Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, like these kids were just, it was in their spirit to be this person, you know? So she is going to manifest that. She's going to manifest it.
That's and listen, the writing of the songs is even more amazing because, oh my God, there's so much money to be made writing songs. I mean, you know, when you look at Phil, I mean, this guy hasn't written a song a day in his life. He can't get one written.
Hey, how old was
money every day?
How old was she?
Phil, she's 14.
Phil.
Man, when I was 14, I was standing out in the field throwing rocks. So talented. So talented.
Phil,
wow.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And you saw Tower of Power early on?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, those guys. They killed.
Good Lord. No storms in Oklahoma tonight?
No, it's very clear and the sun's out, the birds are singing.
The heat's coming, Bill. The heat is going to envelop the country for a couple of days.
Yes.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, Souk, listen, another show tomorrow night. Great show coming up. And Philly and I will hang in the OT for a tad. And we'll be back tomorrow night.
See you, Suki. Love you. Be careful.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Souk. Philly kid, can you imagine 14 years old?
Wow.
I mean,
man, you know,
so talented, plays the instrument, sings.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably like me, and I'd be willing to bet that you, like me, have socks in your drawer that are older than 14 years old. That's unbelievable.
It's very possible. It's very possible. And,
yeah, she was great. She was great.
Oh my God! What just I say it all the time. There is so much talent around this country of people that you've never heard of, and they just need a break. And it's amazing. I mean, listen, she's only 14, so she'll get that break eventually. But
well, you know, she got kind of a break tonight being on the Suki and Scott show because it is the #1 show on the Stir app.
I'm sorry. Did you say
over
#1 show?
#1 show.
Phil, it hasn't changed. Unbelievable. It hasn't changed out of that #1 spot.
It's #1 over some legendary and iconic and well-known shows like Heartland, Showtime at the Apollo, Deal or No Deal, Forensic Files, The Johnny Carson Show, National Desk, Daily Flash, Silk Stockings. All of these shows are, you know, below
pretty good shows, right?
Yeah, pretty good shows, but they're below Suki and Scott on the Stir app.
Which something tells me as we go through the weeks, our gap between all those shows is going to be probably a little wider each and every week, Phil.
Yeah, so you know when people come on the Suki and Scott show, that's the break that you're talking about, I think, Scott.
And this guy's just waiting for the smoking hot Italian chick at the airport still. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man. I'll tell you, that Tower of Power, I was listening to them all day, Phil. You talk about like a horn section, and
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
it's amazing, man. It's so good. I mean, music is music not great? Music's just the best. Where
It
would we
is.
be if it wasn't for music and food? What the hell would we do?
Yeah, I know. And I was watching those guys, and they've got their band members, and then the coordination and the logistics alone to coordinate your band with a string orchestra, and
Yeah.
that's somebody is putting in some work.
And those guys, I mean, those guys have worked with like Elton John and Hart and Stevie Nicks and Otis Redding, Patti LaBelle,
Wow.
Rod Stewart. Those guys have been on stage with all those people, and it's just they're still going. Like the Sugar Hill Gang, man. They're still as relevant today as they were, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And it's wild.
Yeah, yeah. And more so in some cases. I mean,
yeah. Hey,
more
what's
relevant.
what's the update on your Facebook page?
I don't know. I send about 20 or 30 messages every single day to report a problem.
Right.
And I just don't hear anything back, man. Apparently these hackers have done something that pissed off.
Nothing's been put up on your. Remember last time your page got hacked? They were posting all kinds of wacky things. Nothing's happened on your page since they've shut it down.
Right. Yeah.
So whatever happened, nobody can get to it, including you, which is a lot of BS, man. They got to fix that for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what these hackers did, but it shows that I've got 14 more days before this ban or something gets. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
All right. I was telling Suk, we booked Melissa Manchester's coming on.
Woo!
Little donk. She's got new music coming out, which she's gonna play. We're gonna hear it on this show.
Nice.
Melissa Manchester, Susan Anton. Remember Susan Anton, the model?
Yeah.
She was married to Dudley Moore back in the day, and everybody used to say, "Oh, the height disparity was wild." She's married, and she's 66 years old now, and she looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, she's still just as beautiful as she ever was, I think.
Just as beautiful. Michael Rappaport's coming on.
Michael is just as beautiful as I remember him too. So
Michael's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 or 4 different magic acts that we booked coming up, including I think one tomorrow night. But just we're talking like Vegas magic guys.
Sweet.
So we, between the music and the magic and the comedians, we are just, we're rolling through. And but listen, when we get to this part of the show, this is when our audience gets the most excited. I mean, I could have George Clooney on here for half an hour, and they'll still get what time's still coming on to sing. So hopefully you came armed and dangerous with some tunage.
Yeah, armed and dangerous with some tunage. And after last night, I feel bad because the tornadoes and the bad weather was kind of shortened my singing last night. So I'm gonna make it up to you tonight.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna put you up full. I'm gonna go upstairs, get something to eat.
Yeah.
And you sing away, man. I'll give you a little concert.
Okay. Well, I was going to give you a quiz on my first song.
Oh, all right, God, I love these quizzes.
Yeah,
you haven't gotten me yet.
No, I know how you love quizzes. I mean, you are a genius when it comes to these things. Okay, so anyway, pay attention to this song, Scott, because I'm going to ask you a few questions afterwards.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Hold on, let me get you up full.
Our love is alive, and so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then firelight will catch us, stumbling in. Wherever you go, whatever you do, these reckless thoughts of mine are following you. I'm falling for you, whatever you do. 'Cause baby, you shown me so many things that I never knew. Whatever it takes, baby, I'll do it for you. Our love is alive, and so we begin. Foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then firelight will catch us stumbling in. All right, Scotty, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I think I already wrote the answers up on the board.
Let me see here. So give me the name of the artist. The name of the artist.
How's that?
What am I missing?
Oh, you don't see the comments?
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, sorry. Hang on, let me put my eyeballs on.
It says Chris Norman and Pinky Tuscadero's sister, Susie Quattro.
Yep. Okay, the next question.
Go ahead.
What well-known 70s TV show did she play on? Or did she guest on?
Oh, well, I just told you that. That would be Happy Days as Pinky Tuscadero's sister.
Right.
She was Leather Tuscadero.
Leather Tuscadero, yes.
You still be laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is alive.
You still got it, Scott.
Yeah, I had to. You fooled me a little at the beginning with the different tune to it, but as soon as you went stumbling in, I'm like, wait a minute, Susie Quattro.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a request from a lady named Diana to sing this.
Oh, Diana.
Yeah, a little Paul Anka. And it goes a little bit like this. I'm so young and you're so old. This, my darling, I've been told. I don't care just what they say, 'cause forever I will pray. You and I will be as free as the birds up in the trees. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Thrills I get when you hold me close. Oh, my darling, you're the most. I love you, but do you love me? Oh, Diana, can't you see? I love you with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Oh, my darling, oh, my lover, tell me that there is no other. I love you with all my heart. Oh, yes, oh, don't you know I love you so. I can feel you giving all your charms. Hold me, darling, hold me tight. Squeeze me, baby, with all your might. Oh, please stay by me, Diana.
Good morning, yesterday. You wake up and time has slipped away, and suddenly it's hard to find the memories you left behind. Remember, do you remember, Phil, the time of your life? All right, that's everybody's This Is Your Life video, right? The laughter and the pain. Phil, did I tell you I got to study some lines for what the hell's it called? Hold on.
You got a gig.
It's a gig. It's not really paid. It's for a buddy of mine that I know who they wrote the script and they're shooting next Friday. I guess it's called But Wait, There's More.
But
and
wait,
it's about
there's more.
it's about the goings on inside an infomercial production company. So it's kind of funny. And it's their teaser scenes, I guess. I guess we do the scenes and then it's almost like a sizzle reel to try and get the money to get the thing made.
Right. So is it going to be along the lines of The Office type?
I think so.
Nice.
I think it's going to be a TV show. Now, listen, I've never acted before in real life. I mean, I play an anchor on TV, and I've never had to. The last time I had to memorize lines, I was in Murder at Mother Goose's house in 5th grade. And that was a real play. Imagine that 5th graders putting up Murder at Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall.
Yeah.
And it was a whole investigation as to who pushed them, the whole deal. Murder at Mother Goose's house. I played Jack Be Nimble. And I had to jump back and forth over the candlestick a few times with my sweatsuit on.
I can see that.
I think I had one line. But this is like it's like a 3-minute scene for me. And I play this guy, Bernie, who's like the fixer. And I come in and I'm talking, the young lady whose dad owned the infomercial company, and all their products are just like there's lawsuits, all kinds of crap happening with the infomercial products. So I'm like Bernie the fixer. I got to come in and, I got to explain to her how, this stuff's been going on forever. You throw a liability suit, you throw a what's it called? I'll never remember these lines. You throw a warning label on them, things like that. And this guy Bernie comes in and he's like, he makes everything better for her.
Nice.
So what I did was, and I was going to ask you if this is how I had my daughter read the woman's lines, and I did Bernie's lines, and I did it into my phone. So I just keep it like on in my headphones, like if I'm on the treadmill, and I listen to it over and over and over again. And I figure like a song, I'll memorize. I got to memorize it by next Friday.
Yeah. That's exactly one. Yeah, that's exactly.
Is that how you do it?
That's one of my methods. Yes.
Other than that, I'm like, sure, I'll play Bernie, but I don't know how I'm going to remember any lines like that. I mean, I guess if I go over it enough, I will.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is type up the words and in kind of big letters and big bold letters and hang them on the wall and just act out the scene there and standing in the room. And I take some of my headshots.
Yeah.
And if I don't have someone to read with me, sometimes I'll hang a headshot on the wall, and that's the person I'm speaking to. So yeah, I got all kinds of crazy methods to try to learn lines because I'm horrible.
It's like real script, and I got like 5 pages, and I'm this guy Bernie. And hopefully I don't, there's a lot of folks in it. There's 4 or 5 different actors and there's different scenes.
Nice.
And my scene is with this young lady. And I hope I don't screw it up. Can you get this guy out of here? He's wasting time.
No, and the key to it is just the director will tell you, this is what I want you to say and how to say it, basically, usually. So, yeah.
Right. All right. We'll see, man. I'm going to study up. And who knows? Maybe I become an actor later on in my career.
Hey, you might as well.
I don't know that I'm a teleprompter guy. You know what I mean? When it comes to TV, and I mean, if I could put it up on the wall and bring it to the scene with me, that might help.
Yeah. Well, here's what you could do is get the lines because Marlon Brando used to do this. He did it on The Godfather. He would have the lines on a piece of paper, and he would tape it to the front of the actor that he was speaking to. And he would read the lines.
Oh, when it was just a single shot?
Yes.
Of him? That's great. And they just take the single every time it's his turn to talk.
Yeah, because if you notice in the movie, they have his eyes pretty darkened out where you can't, you can't tell he's reading. So.
That's so funny. I love it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. So
that's awesome, man. Congrats. That's great.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's anything, anything will come of it, but we'll see. I'll have something else for the demo reel.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll have a professional demo reel part.
So
nice.
Funny. So funny. You want to keep singing, bud?
Yeah, I'm singing. Let's do. I got a request for this one.
And after you're done, remind me to tell you something about the Oak Ridge Boys lead singer. When you're done singing, I got to tell you something funny on the other side.
Okay. So this one, little David Cohen's "Hallelujah." So goes a little something like this. Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor falls, the major lifts, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew her. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Well, people, I've been here before. I know this room and I've walked this floor. You see, I used to live alone before I knew you. And I've seen your flag on the marble arch. But listen, love is not some kind of victory march. No, it's cold and it's broken. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Nice. Nice. A lot of people used to sing that on American Idol.
Yeah.
Great tune. Great tune. So anyway, Dwayne Allen, I think it's Dwayne Allen, right? Is the lead singer of Dwayne Allen is the lead singer of the Oak Ridge Boys. So I happened to see him on Twitter and I said, "Hey, Dwayne, we'd love to have you on the show." I send our little demo thing. He writes me back, big capital letters, like he's all excited. "Hey man, reach out to so-and-so. They do all our bookings, blah, blah, blah at this place." So I write the guy at the place. I say, "Hey, love to have the Oak Ridge Boys on, da, 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 da." The guy writes me back. He says, "Hey, unfortunately, due to the schedule, they're not going to be able to, they can't come on the show." So I write Dwayne back and I said, "Hey, bud, so sorry. Your guy said you can't come on the show. Sorry, we're going to miss you guys. Huge audience now, so on and so forth. Love to have you on in the future." So he writes me back, hey, man, so sorry. Not even so sorry. He says, "Hey, we have schedules and everybody's doing interviews." And he says, "Oh, and my name is not Bud." I was like, "Excuse me?" Because I said, "Hey, Bud."
Right.
That's me. "Hey, Bud, how's it going?"
Right.
And he writes back, "My name is not Bud." And I almost wrote him back something real snarky. and I just left it. Like I didn't answer him, but I was like, man, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, don't call me Bud. Okay, I'll call you Dwayne. But it was just, isn't that kind of weird? Like, he kind of got offended that I said, hey, Bud.
Yeah, I mean, some people have that type of, don't be so friendly to me.
My
I don't
name's
know.
not Bud. All right. So I was just like, okay, I guess the Oak Ridge boys aren't coming on. Lee Greenwood, still working on him. He gave us someone to speak to.
Nice.
So that would be cool to have him on, but we'll see. We'll see. It's all good. It's all
Yeah. Yeah. If I remember right, the very first message that you sent to me, and you said you called me Bud. I'm like, sweet. This guy's friendly, and he wants me to be on his show. Heck yeah, man. I'm down for that.
I mean, at least I didn't say, yay, schmuck. We would love to have you on the show. I mean,
because in my 29 years as a cop, I can think of a lot of names, which I was called that I would take Bud anytime.
It was just very odd. Like, I'm reading through it, and he says, "Oh, and my name." It was a second message. Oh, by the way, my name isn't Bud. I was like, "Oh, sorry, sorry, Dwayne."
Yeah, that sucks.
Meanwhile, we forgot to do a duet this week. We never recorded a duet.
Yeah, it's.
We'll get back on the horn. We'll get back on it.
Yeah, we will. We will.
You want to finish us out with something good?
Yeah, let's do. I had a request for this one too. A little catchy tune from back in the 50s. Little Birds and the Bees action.
Oh, I love that song.
Okay, here we go. It goes a little bit something like this. Well, let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above and a thing called love. Let me tell you about the stars in the sky and a girl and a guy and the way they could kiss on a night like this. When I look into your big brown eyes, it's so very plain to see that it's time you learned about the facts of life, starting from A to Z. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love. And when I look into your big brown eyes, it's so very plain to see that it's time you learn the facts of life, starting from A to Z. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love. Yeah.
Let me tell you about the birds and the trees and the flowers and the bees.
Oh, by the way, what got me on the Susie Quattro quiz and song is tomorrow is her birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
We should try and get Susie Quattro on the show.
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be fun? Let me see if she's on
Susie Quattro.
Susie Quattro Reel.
Here
she is.
Stumbling in.
Yeah, here she is, Susie Quattro, man. I bet you we can get her on the show.
Stumbling in.
Yeah, here she is. Got the blue check mark and everything. This is her.
Sweet.
Right after we're done, I'm gonna send her a message and get her on the program.
Yeah, tell her I did a little tribute song for her on the show tonight. And we really love her and would like to get her on the show.
Stumbling in. All right, I lied. We need one more. You want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do a little Stray Cats.
Ah, Stray Cat Strut. I'm a ladies guy.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, black and orange stray cat sitting on a fence. I ain't got enough dough to pay the rent. I'm flat broke, but I don't care. I strut right by with my tail in the air. Stray cat strut, I'm a lady's cat. I'm a feline Casanova, hey, that's where it's at. I got a shoe thrown at me from a mean old man. I get my dinner from a garbage can. I don't bother chasing mice around. I slink down the alley looking for a fight, howling to the moon on a hot summer night. I'm singing the blues while the lady cats cry. Hey, stray cat, you're a real gone guy. I wish I could be as carefree and wild, but I got cat class and I got cat style. I don't bother chasing mice around. Oh no! I slink down the alley looking for a fight, howling to the moon on a hot summer night, singing the blues while the lady cats cry. Wild stray cat, you're a real gone guy. I wish I could be as carefree and wild, but I got cat class and I got cat style. Yeah.
There it is. Best review. I hate cats, but I love Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's I hate cats, but I love Phil. That's gonna be
Oh, Philly, tomorrow. You know what? I got a call today. Tomorrow morning, I got to go to the periodontist to get that deep gum cleaning.
Whoa. Man, you get some serious work done in your mouth.
Dude, you know what the funny thing is? I always did my cleanings every 6 months, had cavities when I was a kid. Just lately, last couple of months, you know, I had normal dentist stuff.
Right.
All of a sudden, man, I'm falling apart. I had that root canal. I got a crown going in over the root canal. And they tomorrow I got to do that deep cleaning. The good thing is I'll be back under the sweet air with my headphones.
Man, I got to tell you, I hate going to the dentist, and I think it stems from. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was a kid, my dad was in the Air Force, and we were stationed on the island of Crete in Crete, Greece. And I was 8 years old. It was 1968 or 7 or 8. But anyway, I got an abscessed tooth, and it hurt bad. It was killing me. So it was a Saturday. They took me to the dentist office on the Air Force base, and the dentist, he was a basketball player, and they had a basketball league there, you know, for the service guys. And they called this guy, hey, we got this kid over here. He's in all kinds of pain. Well, he shows up, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. This guy was in his basketball shorts and T-shirt. He was sweaty. He'd been drinking beer, and I could smell the alcohol on him. So he's leaning over me, and he's working. He gave me a shot to deaden it before he did any work. He's like, man, I got to get back. And he said, let's go ahead and do this. So my mouth is not all the way deadened. So this guy is yanking on this tooth.
Oh,
and I remember I was hanging onto this chair, and I was, ouch.
Geez.
And so ever since then, every time I go to the dentist and sit in that chair, that's the story I think about.
That's the guy you think of. Was his name Dr. Phil McCavity?
Yeah, it could have been. Oh, yeah, I would never forget that story.
Every time I go, I'm like, yo, can you change your name to Dr. Phil McCavity, please? You're going to be a dentist. You gotta be Phil McCavity.
Yeah, it'd be better than Phil McCracken.
Oh, my God. Phil McCracken. I love it. Well, no, that's the guy who does my walls here. He does my walls. Phil McCracken.
Gotcha. But anyway, good luck on your deep cleaning.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm sure I'll have some good stuff. I just got to remember to play the Barry Manilow station on Sirius, not the hair bands when I'm under the gas. But Philly Kid, listen to tomorrow night. But by the way, we have tomorrow night great. We have Sub Radio. They're coming on. Wait till you hear these guys. And I just booked. We just booked this amazing magician, Leon ATN. Is coming on. He's going to be on with us first. And then we'll have some music. It's going to be another great night, man. We keep rolling along, baby.
Heck yeah, man! Love musicians, love musicians and magicians because we love to have our minds blown.
Absolutely. Oh, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Do 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 do.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Do 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 do.
We hate to leave you, but we really must
say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.